I want to get back to you naysayers. Stay out of our comments with that BS. If you don't own no properties, if you've never been a property manager, if you've never been an investor, stay out of our comments with that BS. You cannot speak on this business. Stay in your lane. This is what we do. We sharing our stories, trying to help out the next generation and the next person. So if you don't agree with us, leave the comments to yourself. This is our business. You can't speak on our business. This is what we do. We provide affordable housing, and we trying to break into the affordable crisis in America and help out different families.
Exactly.
Stay in your lane. You don't do this. You can't tell us how to be landlords if you ain't a landlord. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. We appreciate all the love we've been getting over these past couple days and weeks. We got a lot of subscribers. We got a lot of views. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Without you guys, we would not be motivated to do this. Stay tuned and stay locked in and be prepared for more content as we grow this channel and as we dig in about our real estate journey and all the things that we go through as real estate investors. We really appreciate you guys.
We really didn't want to, but it's necessary at this point.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely is.
So we see a lot of the comments where people are telling us that we're unprofessional, who does this, and why are we doing this? It's almost as if you guys didn't hear the conversation. We only did this live because we wanted you guys to get a look behind the curtain. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're not giving you any courses. We're just giving you free game, a peek inside on the other side of real estate investing that no one talks about.
Absolutely.
But my question is for the people, who the hell are y'all to tell us anything? Do you even own any property? There's comments in there asking, why would I let my husband talk to someone like that? Now, agreed, it did go left. However, I'm not about to go left with him. Someone has to maintain composure. So that's what we did. We are first generation here, people, and we are learning as we go. We're learning every day. Everything is a learning curve, and we take it, we give ourselves grace, and we just apply it to our life. I'm not about to sit here to appease you, and you. So that's not going to happen. Secondly, I want to address some of the comments as far as what's going to happen to her. Why are we not thinking? Clearly, if you watched our last video, I think it was our very first video. If you guys watched the previous videos that we shot, you would see that we've been saying all along, we did not want this to happen. We are doing everything in our power to avoid this. And I think we did a good job at that.
We tried.
I think we tried, and we did as best as we could. And now that we're applying a little bit of pressure, you see the people cracking under the pressure. I mean, the government is putting pressure on us, which is allowing the banks to put pressure on us. So we just got to put the pressure. We're pretty much following the chain of command.
Pretty much. Exactly.
So with that being said, I don't think you guys have the right to judge us, especially when we're sharing. We're being vulnerable. We're opening up. Was it unprofessional to share that conversation? I could see how you could say that.
No.
But then it's a learning curve. This is a learning curve. We're teaching you guys, your future investors out there, because there are a couple of you in the comments who actually want to work with Section 8 still. Yeah. And you want to get your own property.
Dealing with our tenant on that level was kind of uncomfortable for us.
Yes, it was.
But it was definitely necessary. We had to take off the kid gloves in that situation, and we had to let this tenant know this is business. This is not personal at all. We have nothing against you personally. We have no vendettas. We're not out to get you or anything like that for her and any other odd tenants. But at the same time, we have to position ourselves to be able to cover ourselves, because when the banks are putting pressure on us to be able to produce and be able to make those mortgage payments, we have to do what we have to do. Everybody has to play a part here. This is not a one street kind of situation where everything falls on our back and our shoulders. We have to play our part as landlords to make sure these bills are paid, and tenants have to pay their rent and pay their portion because they have a roof over their head that they have to provide for themselves and their family. At the end of the day, we just trying to do the best we can as investors. We are first generational investors. A lot of this stuff we learned on the go. We read the books, we listened to the podcast.
This is what it looks like, people, when there's no guru over you. There's no one, there's no uncle in the background telling us how to do this. We don't have a silver spoon in our mouth. So we're getting it out the mud, and we're doing it on our own. So we are still figuring it out every day.
We learning as we go. Nobody's not really teaching us hands-on. Again, we learning from the books and stuff like that. But when you run into real situations like that, you're dealing with real people behind the scenes. A lot of this stuff, when it comes to like horror stories and people dealing with tenants that are in chaos or very, nasty out the mouth and very nonchalant and feel entitled, nobody want to show that side. They just want to talk about how many doors they got, how much cash flow they have,
exactly.
how they live in the life of.
They may talk about it, but they glance over it.
Yeah, they glance over it really fast. They always want to talk about how they take these fancy vacations and all the glitz and the glans when it comes to real estate. But we decided on our platform to be able to show you guys the behind the curtains part, like the things that people don't want to talk about, and the things that the landlords want to shy away from. This is our real life. We just telling our truth, and this is a situation that we decided to share.
I'm not going to be crucified for that.
No, we just decided to tell our truth on this platform to hopefully somebody can learn from it. I don't know, good, bad, or indifferent. It's things that we doing that we learned as we go that nobody has teaching us, so we just trying to figure it out.
You may have took that video and learned what not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're learning. There were a few great comments where people giving us advice, and we learned a lot from those, and we definitely appreciate and we're grateful for it. However, we did get some comments like, stop calling, don't reach out. We didn't know that we shouldn't do that. As landlords, we're big on communication.
Yeah.
We want to communicate. That's what we're taught.
Yeah.
We were taught. So now we're trying to put that and implement it into play, and you see how that went. Yeah. It went left quickly. We appreciate you guys caring for our tenants and wishing them well, but we still have a heap of tenants who are great, excellent, who are still making their payments, we're still checking in, making sure things are working in the house. I don't feel like we did anything wrong on that call.
Our life does not stop. Even if one tenant is a headache, we still have other tenants that we have to care for and cater to.
Exactly.
Things happen every day. You might have a AC go out. You might have a furnace go out. You might have some plumbing issues. We still dealing with things on a day-to-day. We still are giving people jobs when we dealing with different contractors and we dealing with different subcontractors. This ball doesn't stop rolling. We have to continue to do what we have to do. When it comes to this internet world and this cyber world, I don't give a damn what you motherfuckers say. At the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do as landlord. And half of the people that's on here that's trying to give us advice or trying to tell us what to do, they probably don't even own no properties. So you guys don't have nothing to tell us. We doing the best we can. We are owners. We are property managers, and we deal with the day-to-day operations of this business. And we are doing everything we got to do to run this business. So all these naysayers out here in these comments trying to tell us how to be landlords, y'all need to cut it out. Y'all need to stop it. Because at the end of the day, if y'all was in our shoes, y'all probably wouldn't even be able to handle this business how we handle this business. We ain't bend, we ain't cracked, we ain't fold. We are still pushing forward because we have a long-term goal we're trying to get to.
And we only came on here to build a community to get advice from other investors. And it seems like
y'all want to crucify us and y'all want to criticize us.
Nobody needs.
Yeah.
Nobody asks.
Y'all don't criticize nothing you don't know about. You can't teach us nothing. It's almost like the teacher trying to tell the garbage man what to do. That don't work. Stay in your lane. If you want to be a spectator and you want to have all these harsh comments and then some of these people are turning into a racial thing, it don't work like that. And we are landlords and we are owners and we're doing everything we got to do to keep this a business. This is not personal. We don't have nothing against that tenant.
But because we're young, black, and we're getting it, that's a problem. And I have a problem with that, YouTube. I have a problem with that because you guys should be supporting us. You should be proud of us. Embrace us. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We are one people. We are one nation. Isn't that what it says?
Yeah. And also, we're a young black family that is first generation when it comes to this real estate stuff. We didn't learn this stuff in grade school. We didn't learn this stuff in college. We educated ourselves and got the confidence to be able to put ourselves in position to make these purchases, to be able to provide housing for the people who have low incomes. How can you be mad at us for that? Our whole goal was to be able to help the affordable housing crisis in the United States. Ain't nobody else helping it.
Exactly.
So we just trying to play our part as landlords to be able to provide housing for these people. Yeah, we gonna run across one bad seed from time to time, but that don't mean the whole apple tree is done because we ran into one bad seed.
I want to look into the camera when I say this because you guys are taking our story and resonating, and I appreciate that. However, Miss Ebony is gonna be fine. She gonna figure it out, but it is next up in line.
It is. It's business.
This is what business is. And I know I sound cutthroat, but it's next man up. It's next man up in any field. You guys in corporate, you know how this go.
Yeah.
You fumble that ball, you miscount that money at the bank, it's next up in line. So we got to treat this as such. And that's what it is. Period. So she got to go. It's all due respect. but her mouth is crazy. We can't work with her. End the story.
Our next process and step is to make sure we go to court, make sure all that stuff is handled. I mean, hopefully we win. We know sometimes this stuff can be dragged out 3 to 4 months, but hopefully we're in a position that we need to be in to be able to get our property back, because at this point, we don't want no cash. We don't want her to be able to make up for missed payments. We don't really care what, the government got going on and stuff like that. We just want our premises back, because right now she's really showing her true colors. She's showing the personality she has. So it's time for us to show ours and take our property back, and to be able to give that property to another family who's in need. We put ourselves in a position to become real estate investors because we wanted to help out the affordability crisis across America. I mean, we don't have over 100 doors and we have this big portfolio, but what we do have, we are grateful for, and we want to be able to help out any way we can, because we come from that lifestyle. We know how it is. Yes. And people are struggling out here to find housing. When we list the house on Section 8, we have over 30 people looking for a house with all these different stories.
More than that. Way more than that.
Trying to persuade us to rent the house to them. So we understand that there's a shortage. So we're doing the best we could.
We've gotten quite a few emails from YouTubers trying to get some housing. So it's next man up.
It really is.
I hate to say that one bad apple does spoil it sometimes, and it does leave a bad taste in your mouth, but we're not going to let that spoil it for us. We're not going to let her rotten all the other apples, because we have other Section 8 tenants who are remarkable, amazing. So the thing that I don't like is that people put that stigma on Section 8 tenants, saying that they are rowdy, they are the worst. But we have some most of the remarkable tenants out there.
Crop.
When I tell you, top of the top, it's just that everybody's story looks different, and some people fell on hard times. But that tenant is a representation of what they're talking about. So she's just one bad apple of many.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I want to get back to you naysayers. Stay out of our comments with that BS. If you don't own no properties, if you've never been a property manager, if you've never been an investor, stay out of our comments with that BS. You cannot speak on this business. Stay in your lane. This is what we do. We sharing our stories, trying to help out the next generation and the next person. So if you don't agree with us, leave the comments to yourself. This is our business. You can't speak on our business. This is what we do. We provide affordable housing, and we trying to break into the affordable crisis in America and help out different families.
Exactly.
Stay in your lane. You don't do this. You can't tell us how to be landlords if you ain't a landlord.